Hi there, I'm Cassandra, aka the Digi. In this video, I'd like to talk about defining your ideal customer. So, defining your customer for your business is really, really important because if you don't know who they are, you won't know how to reach them. So, traditionally, we went with basic demographics for defining our ideal customers. So, we would look at things like their gender, where they live, what they do for work, and what their income is. And whilst we still look at those things, nowadays we can go much further, do a deep dive into who our customer is, not just what they are. And what that does for us is it gives us a deeper connection with them, and it helps us to know how to communicate with them. So if we understand what their deep desires are and what their life goals are, for example, then we can communicate in a way that appeals to those things. And it's much more likely to attract them to our business and make them loyal customers. So what are the sort of things we should look at now, with so much competition out there? Well, a good way to approach this is to find someone you know personally who is what you believe to be your ideal customer, and actually ask them some really deep questions if they're willing to participate. It can give you a really personal approach to communicating to your customer. So ask them things like, what are their life goals? What are their hopes and dreams? What are their biggest frustrations in life? And definitely what their biggest problem is in regards to your product or service. What brings them joy? What makes them happy? What their favourite hobbies and pastimes are. Who means the most to them, like in their family. So do they have children? Are they pet owners? How they like to spend their time. What's their favourite way to relax? Where they like to go on holiday, and spending habits as well. So are they people who like to budget and plan? Are they careful with their money? Or are they very spontaneous in their spending and buy things on a whim? Are they attracted to a certain colour or style of product? And what kind of brands they relate to. So do they like brands that make them laugh? Are they attracted to brands with whom they feel safe and trust and feel they can depend on? So with all of these questions, you can gather all this information and then work out from there the best way to get your point across with them, the best language to use, the best way to attract them. So if they're a parent and they like funny parenting jokes or memes, maybe you could incorporate that into your brand. Really getting to the core of who the person is, what their needs are, and how they would like those needs to be met, are really good ways of learning how to communicate with them, and then adapting that into your branding, because you'll reach them much faster, and you're much more likely to retain their loyalty as well, and keep them coming back to your brand. If you have that personal connection to your customer, then you've got a real advantage against your competitors, because they will have you at their front of mind when they need your product or service, rather than your competitors. So yes, start asking some deeper questions in regards to your ideal customer, and then try some new methods in your branding and see how it works.